Boom! Welcome in. For those of you not familiar with my channel, my name is Gemini, and I'm a huge pro wrestling DVD fanatic. So today we're going to be taking a look at 10 must-own pro wrestling DVDs. There's going to be a little box up here, a little subscribe button. You want to click that and subscribe, and that's the easiest way to keep up with my pro wrestling videos. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, Gemini888, and you can add me as your friend on Facebook at Gemini Flair. Okay, without further ado, let's take a look at 10 must-own WWE DVDs. Let's get started. Next DVD up, Mr. Perfect. Okay, without further ado, Mr. Perfect DVD. Now, honestly, what makes this DVD special is the story behind it, how they talk about Curt Hennig's family, you know, his dad, Larry the Axe. Okay, it's a 2-disc set. It's must-own, though, because this is rare footage of Mr. Perfect, you know, talking about his AWA days and his, you know, his early WWF days and his unfortunate passing. But I always have this one on my must-own list because it's one of those DVDs you can pretty much put in any time and never be bored watching it because he was just so good in the ring. So, in the specs is it came out in 2008. It was just so safe, and he was everything he says he was. He was perfect in the ring. That's why it's on the must-own list. Okay, not a WWE release, but this is Heroes of World Class, you know, World Class Championship Wrestling. And to hear all the WCCW wrestlers tell the backstory on the Sportatorium and everything that went down in WCCW, it, as Dave Meltzer says, absolute must-see. And plus, Kevin Von Erich walks in the Sportatorium at the very end before they demolish it. It's pretty emotional stuff. You know, with the Von Erich tragedy and all that stuff, definitely a must-own. The Rise and Fall of WCW DVD. Rise and Fall of WCW. They did change the story around a little bit, and I was a little bit pissed about that on the DVD. But to get priceless WCW footage, it's pretty damn cool. And it was well done. I mean, they did change the story a little bit, but you could go back and watch this once again anytime and not be bored. And that's the Rise and Fall of WCW. That's got to be on the must-have list, no doubt about it. The Brian Pillman DVD. Okay, another one on my must-own list. Brian Pillman, Loose Cannon. And these are personal choices. Everyone's going to have different opinions on what they think is good and what's not good. Brian Pillman, Loose Cannon. I love the story of him growing up in Cincinnati and his life story in the NFL and his unfortunate passing. You know, that was sad stuff, and the gun incident with Stone Cold Steve Austin. This one, to me, it's another one of those DVDs I can watch the doc anytime and not be bored. Brian Pillman, Loose Cannon. Spectacular Legacy of the AWA DVD. Okay, now, a lot of people are going to be bored watching this. Spectacular Legacy of the AWA is always going to be up there as one of my favorites. I had never heard the story of the AWA before, but hearing Vern Gagne and Greg Gagne do it, it was tremendously well done. No doubt about it. It was a well done DVD. So if you don't own this one, I know it's only worth about $3. It's totally worth it. Rowdy Piper, Born to Controversy. This one was very, very special. Piper and his whole family, you know, participated in this DVD. And it really tells you the backstories on Hot Rod and some of the things he went through in wrestling just to get to where he is. This story was so deep and it was so long. And if you haven't picked this one up as a pro wrestling DVD collector, this is an absolute must-have without question. You'll love every second of it, I guarantee it. Macho Madness DVD. Oh, yeah. Okay, another one. Randy Savage Ultimate Collection Macho Madness. Just so many great matches and memories from the years. You know, when him and Miss Elizabeth were just on top of the world. I'm such a big fan of the Macho Man. I have so much respect for him. This one definitely must own. Ric Flair. Woo! The first one. Okay, one of my all-time favorites, Ultimate Ric Flair collection. Words can't really describe how good this DVD was and how long it is and how you can pretty much just get sick watching Ric Flair matches over and over again and never get bored. He was a god in the ring back in his day. Four Horsemen DVD. What do you really say about this one, other than the fact that it's must own, is all the rare NWA footage, the backstory on the Four Horsemen, the War Games matches versus Dusty Rhodes. You know, yeah, you know. I'm sure you've all seen it. And if you haven't, shame on you. Go get it. Must own, baby. The Rise and Fall of ECW DVD. Okay, this one right here is regarded as the best WWE DVD of all time, The Rise and Fall of ECW. And being honest, it really doesn't get much better than this. I mean, Paul Heyman just killed it. He just crushed it. It was amazing to hear the backstory on ECW. And if you haven't had an opportunity to see this one yet, this is a must-own without question. Very good. The doc is like well over 2.5 hours. Okay, we were just looking at 10 must-own pro wrestling / WWE DVDs that you probably want to pick up in your collection. Those are 10 very, very, very special DVDs to me, and those are the holy grail. Those are 10 must-own, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching this. You guys have a great Tuesday. I'll be picking up the WrestleMania DVD on Thursday, and that's 10 must-own pro wrestling / WWE DVDs. Gentlemen, I thank you. Peace.